broadcast right now. You heard?
No mics are hot.
No.
Welcome to the Two Guys, 4 Eyes podcast. We back in the building.
Huh?
It's the big guard Rex a million. You already know. Yeah, man. What's the word? You know.
Put your face on.
Listen, this is gonna be an untouchable interview right here. You know what I'm saying? Right to the point. Untouchable interview. Nah, man, you can take the live call, nigga. You good, bro?
Nah, we good. We good.
Come on, man. We
good. We got.
Gotta be professional, man. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I feel you, but that's, you know.
That was a professional
Right. This is business is business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not though, right.
Cut that.
That's our next show.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You get that other album
Cut that
done.
deal.
Exactly. That was saying that. Like, that's why I said it's an untouchable interview right now.
Gangster.
Big shout out to Druminati back in the
Yes,
building.
sir.
Shout
We
out
here,
to
baby.
Primo. You already know.
Yeah.
What's up with y'all? How y'all living, man? How y'all feeling?
You know my slogan: chilling in the cut like a band-aid.
As you should, right? You know what I mean? You
That's
already
a fact,
know.
man.
You
Life is
already
good,
know.
man. Can't complain.
Like this interview right here,
Epic.
like real talk. This is like I wanted to do this interview for a minute. You know,
Epic.
just you know, for the viewers and everybody, comment section and everything, right? Put the comments in. Who really don't know, like us three, like
It's like
we was like we all
The locks of Harlem
Right.
and Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuckers.
we was a lot.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, we the warlocks. You know what I'm saying?
Warlocks,
like for
nigga.
us three, like you know what I'm saying? Like talk that talk, Primo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like real talk. You know, but we untouchable.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Unstoppable,
Undefeated,
untouchable.
undisputed, nigga.
Right, that part. Now I mean, Primo know the quote.
And we was the
got
first.
slogan. Yeah, we was the first. We was the first untouchables. Like you know what I'm saying? Before
The other niggas.
nah,
We ain't gonna
Benzino
say no
went in.
name. Oh,
Nah. We
that's why-
saying names. We saying names today.
I ain't
Nah,
gonna
lit.
lie. That's why we had to break it down. We
Yeah,
took,
that's why we brought it down to
stopped
the
being
right,
untouchables
wrong.
The
That's a
ungang.
fact.
into the un.
The
Right.
ungang,
You know what I
then
mean? Like
eventually
the
was-
UN.
The
Right,
UN, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, because remember we saw
United
the video,
Nations, nigga.
we saw the Benzino and Untouchables, and we was like, nah, we ain't Untouchables.
Right.
But before, this is like, we gonna break down the history. Before it was us three.
It was
remember?
Broadway.
We was on some Wu-Tang shit.
Had black.
Shout out Harlem Pong. You know what I'm saying? Shout out NWA Harlem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's a
NWA
fact.
Harlem.
That's a
my
big fact.
boy.
Nigga.
Not the
He's
nigga-
definitely one of the members of Untouchables.
Nigga Batch.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Yes, a
saying?
fact. Shout out Batch. Shout out Big Bat. You know, shout out Batch. Pause Unlimited. That was crazy. Shout out Batch. Who else was down with us at that time? Because it was like two more. Like I remember we had. We gonna shout out Monterey too, like you know what I'm saying. You know,
Monterey,
AKA
yeah, shout out to-
Ghost,
shout out
you
to
know what I'm
Monterey.
saying? Cause I could say he was like 60-40, maybe 50-50 far as Untouchables
Yeah.
because he did get on songs with us and he did get on a
fact.
few records.
How about Lefty though?
Damn, rest in peace to Left, bro.
Yo,
I guess you
was
could
with
count him.
Dan at the Max B joint.
Word, that's
Home
what's up.
Max B joint. And
Oh,
stuff.
word.
That's what's up.
You was with his bro? You was with his bro?
We
That's
partied.
what's up.
We had a
crazy.
table and all that. Pop bottle.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Nah, it's like I
he
ain't.
told me I was heartbroken.
Nah, I was too
yeah.
because of the way it happened. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
That's a
heard
fact.
that.
That's a
it
fact.
was
R.I.P.
crazy.
to my nigga Left, man.
R.I.P. to
I
Left
meant to
because
ask y'all about
because I
that,
could
too.
because you know what's funny, we could say that Left was a member of the Untouchables, even though he never did a song with us.
yeah.
He never did a record with us
Started rapping because of us type shit.
because of you.
I say us
That's
because
a
it was
fact,
us,
nah,
man.
nigga. But he looked up to Primo. Like Primo was his favorite
yeah.
rapper at that time.
And it's
Like, you know what I mean?
crazy
Like,
because you was the first one rapping. And
Nah,
then
Primo
he
was the first one. Primo.
Yo,
I was the first one.
Oh, you was the first
I was the
one.
first
Yeah,
one.
that's a
I'm
fact.
bugging.
Yeah,
Primo
I was
was the first one. You got like I said it on the first episode, and it's so crazy how I was talking about how Primo was the first one,
Yeah.
how he got lit
Yeah.
with the music, and then you got hot. And remember they was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, Rex is alright. I remember I was saying that, like, yo, Rex is alright.
Yo, we always fire. Yo,
Nah, that's a fact.
Yo, but you know what?
I was the underdog.
What made it dope? All the brothers rapped.
Yeah.
All brothers rapped.
That's a
Nah,
fact.
that's a fact.
That's a
That's
fact.
a fact.
And that's what
I talked about that too. Like, you
That's
know what I'm saying?
motivation
I
right
talked about
there.
that.
That's a
And it's
fact.
crazy because I want to get I'm gonna get my nephew on the show too.
Yeah.
So
R.P. Mike, man. I love
Yeah,
you,
right,
man.
right.
Yeah, good looking,
Forever,
man. R.I.P.
yeah.
R.I.P.
man.
Big Bro.
Word,
man.
that's a
R.I.P.
fact.
Riff Raff.
Forever, you heard?
R.I.P. Riff Raff. We kind of gonna do an episode. We get into that because I want to get my nephew on the show, which is Riff Raff's his son. You know, his first son he had and all that. You know what I mean? You know,
That's a
he
fact.
got he got a daughter, the oldest daughter, which is but that was like he doing the music now. And me and Primo, we kind of like trying to.
He got a
Video
he
is
got-
fire.
He got a show on his birthday. I might try to pull up. He got a show on his birthday.
Yeah.
The video he came out was fire.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
a fact.
oh,
That's a
look,
fact.
I'm like,
You
look
know
at
what I
little
mean?
Mike.
That's a
Right,
big fact.
right. That's a fact.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
shout out to Orion, man.
Yeah, shout out to Orion.
Word up.
Big shout out to Orion. I'm definitely gonna get him on the show. You know what I mean? Real soon, so that way he could, tell his story about everything, and then we're gonna definitely give a big shout out to Riff Raff. Give a little brief story about his. Like I said, this, this was his dream.
That's a fact. That's
This
a
was
fact.
his dream. He was the one who kind of motivated us to do it. You know what I
He the
mean?
reason why I rhyme. I tell everybody that.
That's
like,
a whole fact.
you know
He
what
the
I mean?
reason, he's even to this day.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? He's
Big
still the reason why. It's like, I gotta make sure I'm a certain way on my show. You know what I mean? Make sure. I'm not Riff Raff watching, bro. I gotta make sure. You know what I'm
dig?
saying? But that's what's up though. I want to get it. Y'all ready to get into it? Pause Unlimited.
Yeah, PU.
Yeah, that was PU.
Pepe Le
Like-
Pew.
We was doing this since we was kids. We always been friends. We always been doing the music before a lot of people was even doing music.
That's a fact.
When we was rapping, everybody wasn't rapping,
I
bro.
remember them times, man.
Like real talk.
It's a fact.
Everybody wasn't rapping. They wanted to play basketball and all that.
Yep.
We was rapping.
Yep. I knew more ball players than
Right.
rappers back
That's a
then.
big
fact.
fact.
You heard?
That's a fact. I
That's
remember.
a big fact. You know what I'm saying? So
And we used to play ball with them.
we used to play ball with them.
Still
Rapping. And I wasn't that good in basketball. I ain't gonna lie. I was more of a
I wasn't
defensive.
the best either. Like,
Yeah, I was
you know how to
trash.
play the game. You can score. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't no.
Yeah.
You was always
like-
good squeezing
like-
shots, though.
Wow. Pause.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but like me personally, when I played basketball, I used to shoot like I'm playing volleyball.
Two hands. It's like,
Yeah, so I kind of was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They're like, yo, keep rapping, bro. But I'm making, I make shots here and there, but
Yeah.
that just wasn't.
It's just
what we
something to
was
do,
doing.
kind of, and it's exercise. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and at that
Some young
time, everybody was playing
shit. Yeah,
basketball.
right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like we going to the courts. We going to the courts. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't like we going.
We didn't want to be in the park just
Right.
us.
Yeah, yeah.
We going to the courts too.
Yeah, but then remember when we used to go to the studio, nobody was there because everybody went to the
Exactly.
courts.
That's a fact.
So we went to the studio. It was like, y'all going to the studio? What y'all going to the studio?
Right.
You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. It's a good.
Yo, we had luxury.
That's a
B.
good
We
way to
was going
start there.
Like, yeah,
studio in our
nah.
building,
Real
you know?
talk. I'm gonna start right there
That's a
because
fact. Yeah.
That's
That's a-
because
in our
at the-
building.
That's a
right
good
in our
setup.
building and the studio we was going to was whose studio?
Was Barry B.
Barry B. Shout out to Barry B. Man.
Yeah.
Barry
Big
B
shout out
from
to Barry
the
B,
Get
man.
Fresh crew.
The
Dougie
Get
Shout out
Fresh.
Dougie
Shout
Fresh.
out Dougie Fresh. Shout out Barry B. Like because at the end of the day, Barry B and Dougie Fresh, they gave us our opportunity when we were just rapping in front of the building. They was like, "Yo, come to Barry B. Come do these songs."
That's a fact.
And to this day, that changed all our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
all three of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a group, as individuals, as artists, as CEOs, as entrepreneurs,
Yo, I
and
remember,
all
I remember we ain't really we was young. We was probably I say 14.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to just knock on his door because we wanted to go to the studio. We wasn't like setting up no session.
Yeah, we never was.
We ain't paying. We just like, yo, let us in.
Right.
Wondering why he ain't want to answer the door and all that.
Remember, he said, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie." Remember, we used to be with Batch though. Remember, Batch, he was a big dude, so he's always pause. He's always like, "Oh, he with y'all? All right, I'm opening the door."
Gangster.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm opening the door like that. And we used to, remember that song that we did with me, you, Batch, and Dro was on the hook? Don't try it.
Try it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yo, bro, I wish I
Listen.
still had that song because that song is still.
Oh,
that's a
man.
song back then. I was in like what 98 when we did that.
It's crazy you even say. 'Cause remember when Batch was talking? Because Batch did what he did like 16.
Yeah. He did 17.
Did like 17.
Yeah, I'm
he did
glad-
17 years
I'm
in
glad
jail
Batch
and
is
all
on.
that.
Shout out to Batch. Shout out
Know
to
what I
Best
mean?
Kept. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Best Kept.
Kept secret.
Shout out to Best Kept. You know
And the
what I'm saying?
nigga,
we gonna get into that too.
he said that he was spitting that verse that I had from Don't Try It. To
When he was
niggas.
locked up.
But he was using it as his shit. He was trying to. He told me that.
crazy.
Like I don't know. That's what he told me out of his own mouth. Pause.
Fire.
I guess he changed it. Like instead of I was saying let Cash start this shit. Got the sharpest.
I guess he was saying
Let
it a certain
Batch.
way.
You know what I mean? And I guess he did it his own way. I'm like, yo.
I know. I respect that.
How you use that verse for 16, 17 years, and I was 14 years old when I wrote that shit.
That's
Sick.
crazy, right? Right. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I had to bring that track up because it was
know what
like
I'm saying?
Barry B actually did that beat.
I remember he
for
made
us.
that beat right on the spot. I remember that.
Right.
Barry B, shout out to Barry. Barry
out
B
to Barry,
made
my
that beat
boy.
for us
I
to
remember
do.
that.
Like,
I
you know what I'm
remember that.
saying? Like,
Word.
and that's actually the record where I kind of got recognition for the first time.
Gangsta. Yo, let me.
The Mr. Bucket line. Pause.
Can I
You know
tell
what
you
I'm
how
saying?
legendary we are though, far as hip hop?
Speak your mind, God.
When we was recording with Barry, the first time we was going to them studios and all that with him and shit, in his studio,
Yeah.
we was recording on that.
Oh
Damn,
shit! I ain't
yeah,
even know.
right.
Yeah, that's
Before,
That's a whole fact.
Before hard
Before
drives,
everything.
nigga.
you know what I'm saying?
You had
for
floppy
everything,
disks.
bro.
Pause.
Remember, he used to give us what CDs or like, you know what I'm saying? Like in order for us to hear our
CDs,
music.
yeah.
No, I'm lying. We had cassettes, the tapes.
that too.
Remember,
It started from the tapes and then
yeah,
eventually
that's a fact. That's a fact. 'Cause
so
He
had
was
doing
trying to
CDs.
upgrade and give us DVD. I mean, CDs.
on
and
CDs.
shit.
Nah, he definitely was. He
know what I'm
definitely did.
saying?
He definitely did. Big shout out to Barry B. Like, 'cause
That's
at the
a
end of the
fact,
day,
yeah.
like Barry B, he was the one that was like, yo, you got a lot of bars and all that, but break the bars down.
Down,
The
yeah,
16.
Yo,
That's
you know how
a fact.
You know how I feel
You know what I
like
mean?
Barry B was to us? I feel like Barry B was to us like 50 Cent and
Jam
Master Jay.
Master J.
That's
'Cause
a
we
fact.
had bars all
We
day.
just rhyming.
He
All
got
day.
us in song
Spitting
mode.
like
Yeah,
40
he
bars.
did. He did. He
Right.
absolutely
Facts.
did. He absolutely
He's
did.
the reason why I started writing songs. I just had mad verses in the chamber, 30 bars, 40 bars.
Nah, that's a fact
fact.
because you
That's a
caught on
fact.
early to that, bro.
Like I said, I was
always say
14.
that. Like your primo was the one who caught on to the songs early.
fact.
I was telling Rex when he was like 15, 16, like, yo, start writing songs, like, you know what I mean? And then
that
he
time
started
I was
writing,
naive.
he was just writing freestyle. I said, no, write a
I was writing
chorus.
40 bar, 40
You know what I'm
clips.
saying?
for every-
Absolutely.
Come up with the
For
chorus
every
first.
day.
You got a concept for
Shout
the
out
song.
to Chill Will too, because we rapped on some of his beats with Barry too.
All right. Say,
like that.
Say that. Yeah. Shout out Chill Will. Shout out Chill Will. It's crazy because even before Barry B, I'm pretty sure y'all remember before we actually got the opportunity to like record on the mic. Pause. Remember we used to be. Shout out my boy Marco, man. Shout out G Best,
Marco.
man.
Yeah,
we used to be in Marco crib on the 5th floor. Like I said, we live next door to each other.
Absolutely.
And the passion we had for the music.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's a whole fact.
Two
The two radios, bro. When we had
crazy.
we literally, we had a radio literally where we would record one tape, record that, and then we would go to
Play the
Harlem
beat on
Music
the
Hut.
other radio.
Then we used to go to Harlem Music Hut.
Oh,
Shout out
gangsta.
Harlem Music Hut back in the day.
Yo, Phil.
And
like
we used to
that.
get the
Phil.
instrumentals.
Phil Music Hut.
Yeah, that's a whole fact. Shout out Phil. Shout out Green
Word.
Eyes. You already
Green
know.
Eyes,
Shit like that.
word.
Big facts. You know what I mean? This
That was
is the beeper
epic.
era.
We from a legendary block, man. Niggas don't be
real
knowing.
talk. From the district.
You know what I'm saying?
From
Like,
125th.
Real talk. Real
Are
talk.
you
saying?
from 125th Street, man?
Amsterdam Broadway type
That's a
shit.
whole
man.
fact.
Yeah, man.
And so it's like we used to get the instrumentals on one radio, record on one radio, tell everybody in the room, shh.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta be quiet, bro, so we can lay this song because you don't want to hear nobody talking. And at this time, we really thought we was mixing
we
and
was in the
mastering
studio,
songs,
right?
bro.
Yeah. Couldn't
We
tell
thought
us
we was in
nothing.
the studio. You can't tell us. And we letting people hear it outside. We come outside. Yo, we did this new song, bro. Listen to this joint.
That's crazy.
And we laying it down 2 radios, and then not like it's like, and we really was passionate. But the thing was, we really knew how to do music then before we went to
Absolutely.
Barry. So it was like, I bet I will go first, and then maybe Dro, you would go second.
We ain't had no format, though.
Yeah, we never
ain't had
did.
no
Yeah,
choruses,
Yo,
really.
remember the first song we did?
Yeah.
Rex Chamber, Dreamcast, and my nigga Hydro, Untouchables, motherfucker, 550. That was like our first record.
Classics.
You know what I'm saying? Cause shout out Jerry
Classics.
Gunn. Shout out my boy Jerry
shoot.
Gunn. Because Jerry Gunn used to give us beats and all that too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
posted a
Beat singer.
yeah, I posted an R&B video that he recently did like a couple days ago.
Oh,
You know what
yeah?
I'm saying? Like a
Oh, you
classic.
Shout out
seen
Jerry
his
Gunn,
social
man.
medias?
Yeah,
I ain't
nah,
never
that's a
seen-
fact,
I ain't
'cause I
seen him
had-
in a while.
On a book on so well.
No, I had it on Facebook. I put it on Facebook and all
about to
that.
say, I got him
Remember
on
that
the book.
one song he had that he had with the
still
little
doing
shorty
music?
and all that? He probably get into it though. But he had that one video that was on Independent Dope.
Okay.
That he had a little shorty and all that, like, you know what I mean? Shit was fire. Like, gotta fix a
remember
few
some,
things.
yo.
The girl to mess your head up, man. Them
yeah.
games. That shit was fire. I was like,
Nah.
and I was watching on my memories, and I was
He
like,
used
I
to sing,
reposted it a couple
man.
days ago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Copy. Okay.
Remember Jerry Gunn did the song with us?
I already know. Yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
Something
classic.
good. Pause. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
That was a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, that was a
right
classic.
there.
You know what I mean? We never even put that on no record.
Y'all still got that record?
Nah, we don't got that record. That been a minute, bro. I wish I had that record, bro. We be lit right
That's a
now. You know what I'm
classic.
saying? You know, like, but we've been untouchable for a long time, and we still untouchable. Like, real talk.
Absolutely.
Like, that's not going to
Absolutely.
change as far as what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we always, like, been a trio. Like, we ain't been a many
Absolutely.
trios. Like, you know, the Migos came out. Shout out to the Migos, you know.
RP
You know what I mean? Yeah, RP Takeoff. That's a big fact. But, you know, we haven't really seen too many trios since then.
Right.
But we was the trio that was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that's why I feel like on this platform, we got to get our flowers as a trio. Now,
that's a fact.
we got to get our flowers as a trio.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? You know, because they always say me and Primo be on our Mob Deep shit. But what people don't really know is it was really us three on some
100%.
LOX. You know what I'm saying? We like it was really like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's a big fact. You know,
We was living off experience a long time ago.
Nah, that's a fact. So like, I talked about it on the previous on my first episode, right? How we both here now, and I always talk about how Preem got hot first, and then you got hot, and then it was like, I won't say I was the underdog, but you come on, like we got to keep it a buck,
Always been
bro.
fired, dog.
It's not about that.
It's like how Sheik
Yeah,
was,
you know
I
what I'm
guess.
saying?
She
Like,
was shit and
The
shit.
lock-
I was on my. I don't give a
got
fuck. None of
bangers.
y'all give me my props. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hot.
because
but
Jada and Styles P
know what I'm
still
saying?
fuck with Sheik.
y'all was lit though.
I guess that's what he's
Come
trying
on,
to say.
bro. Y'all was
He
lit.
owned D Block. That's the main. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
They all
yeah.
got pieces, but
So-
he's like that. Yeah.
I like how you said that because it was like how y'all was with y'all. I kind of did the get got situation.
Exactly.
As far as Sheik Luke
Exactly.
that, like, and it's like it make perfect sense. You know what I'm
We
saying?
was
But
the
it was,
first.
but it was, all, yeah, all that. All that, you know what I'm saying? We was like the first movement. Like a lot of people don't really know because you know.
I mean,
But it's time for us to tell our story. It's like it's time for us to talk our shit and tell people
We
this
gonna
is
get a
what we
documentary,
do.
man.
Oh, now we're gonna get that, especially after this. It's
good one.
It's gonna be named Still Untouchable. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, but we really untouchable. We stand on. We stood on that. That's why we the gang. And at the end of the day, I'ma say it on the podcast, on Two Guys, Four Eyes, right now, that we got to do that album.
that's a fact.
That's a
We
fact.
got to work on that album.
Yeah, that album gonna get done. We gonna do
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
Should drop
people
that at
don't
the
even
top
know
of
that.
the top of the year, like a couple of months after
oh no,
the top of the year.
you know, we gonna get to work, but you know, we just gotta put it in the air, and let let these niggas know, man.
It'd be
Like,
nice
you know what I'm saying?
if we, you know.
We gonna smoke these niggas next, 2026, man.
It'll
We
be-
already said it.
Yeah,
2026 is the time where
we do
now we
videos
smoking
all
niggas.
summer for it. You know?
Everybody
That's a
getting
fact.
smoked
Yeah.
now. See, right now, what we doing? We pre-gaming. But
I'm about
2026,
to say we should gear
niggas
up
getting
for
smoked.
I say like spring.
All right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We just gotta get in the
Definitely.
studio,
Yeah, I'm with
Kill
that.
the summer
get these
I'm
beats
with that.
from Notes,
shows, all that.
beats from G Best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Holla
Shout
at
out
the
G
nigga,
Best.
holla
Shout
at
out Take
Diggs.
Notes. You know, shout out Diggs. Yeah, nah, it's a fact. But
Big shout out to Diggs, man. He's crazy with the.
nah,
Might have
that's
to, might have to holler at Radar
a
too.
fact. Yeah, we got holla at Radar too. You know, we can
About
get
to
him back
my
in the
man
mix.
ATM Tech going crazy with y'all too.
Yeah, shout out ATM Tech. Yo, shout out Tech, man.
That's a fact, bro.
We definitely trying to. I was talking. We was talking earlier. You know what I'm saying? You was saying Tech got like a birthday party or something going on.
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely. His birthday coming up in January too. You know my birthday.
Yeah,
in
we
January,
definitely gonna
but,
pop out for that. We gonna do a little event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
You know
definitely
he
gonna
running
pop
with
out.
he running with coke. He running with Coke
Boys.
boys and all that.
Oh, we're one of the Coke Boys. Shout out French Montana and all that. You know, rest in peace to
Yeah,
Chinks.
his joint, him and Max B.
Yeah. Max B home. I talked about that on a previous episode too about Max B being home. I gave him a shout out. I definitely was like how when French saw Max and all that, and they showed each other that they embraced each other. You know, if they embraced each other, like I definitely was like, yo, nah, that's what's up. You know, I talked about that in my previous episodes too. So. Big shout out to Max B. He making moves. He doing what he got to do. He getting to it, bro. He getting to it. Like he not playing. He in the studio. I think they actually did a video too. I ain't gonna lie. I think him and friends did a video. I seen it on the gram.
It's about to drop. They shot it on. They shot it downtown on Times Square.
So they definitely grinding and pause. You know what I mean? They definitely getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas kept it gangster too. They was riding the train and all that.
Oh, word? Yeah, that's the type of shit we got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's our turn. But it's like that's how I feel right now. Like it's our turn. You know what I'm saying? It's our turn. The platform we on, everything that we doing, and the fact that they really, I mean, people need to understand, nigga, like we really them niggas, bro.
Nah,
shit
bro.
like fucking
Like we
that.
really them niggas, bro.
Man,
Like
we ain't
I ain't
even gotta
sugarcoating
say it,
nothing
man.
no
What
more.
we gotta do is put
nah,
the work
you know
together
why?
and show.
Nah, but you know why I say I'm gonna say it though, because people don't really understand that shit, bro.
Yeah.
They don't understand who the fuck we are individually,
Right.
and then we combine as a motherfucking unit. They
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
understand that shit, bro. So now, like I said, I'm waking the intelligence up, and I'm waking the haters up, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people think, like people always say, "Oh, bro, he don't rock with y'all, this, that, and the third." And I be like, "Yo,
What?
bro,
Y'all my
nah,
brothers,
but the haters,
Mm-hmm.
it's the haters."
Yeah.
That's how it be. You know
It's the haters. They talk this, they talk that, and I go,
Brothers, nigga.
you know what I'm saying? Yo,
word, nigga.
yo, what up, yo? I don't see you with bro like that. I don't see this. I don't see that. And it's like, I tell the haters, yo, shut the fuck up and watch the show.
That's a fact.
Real
Yeah.
talk. Like, because you'll see
Yo.
what's going on.
It's an illusion too, man. We work so hard. We do a lot of shit. So a lot of people be thinking, yo, they established niggas
Right.
is on.
Facts. Facts.
But
Speak your mind,
we
God.
still in the hood. We still living regular lives like everybody else. We ain't 100% content far as, you know what I mean, business and all that other shit.
Absolutely.
We contain business. We
maintain it, right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
niggas still
But
figuring this shit out.
We still, we
Right.
had like I said, we was like the first we was like, you know what I'm saying? So we living off experience. So basically,
Absolutely.
we actually, you know what I mean, doing shit.
We actually living
You know what I
off
mean?
experience.
While everybody else talking about it, we actually doing.
We making moves.
Right.
And
So they think we on. They think, you know what I mean? They see the trips. They see what videos.
Right, they see the- right,
music,
right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's 100%. but
Absolutely.
we 100% independent.
Right.
absolutely.
saying?
We doing everything ourselves,
We doing
studio,
everything
videos.
ourselves, man.
That
It's
shit
crazy
costs
you
money,
said
man.
that too, because I was going to get into
While all
I was going to
these
get into
other
a
guys,
question
you
like
know
that.
what I mean? They got the luxury of being pampered. We ain't being pampered.
Nah, we
We do
can't.
everything
old
ourselves.
Yeah.
And one thing
And we
that-
climb that ladder one run at a
one
time.
thing y'all built, far as our situation when we was coming up, we our own bosses.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Facts.
You never met a team with
Everybody's a boss.
Hello.
Yo, you know what's funny? I said that too. I said, yo, bro, when girls see us and we all together, the ladies, because like I said, a lot of niggas be in competition when it come to females, so they go, oh nah, bro,
That's that Harlem.
you don't want him, nah, bro, da, 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 da. Try to diss them or try to diss their mans. With us, girls come up to us and go, is this the crew?
Yeah.
That's the crew right there.
Right.
They don't ask who the boss is. They don't ask none of that because we all look like bosses.
Absolutely.
So they just gonna come rock with us, network with us. You know what I'm saying? Go Instagram live and all that with us because at the end of the day, we all bosses.
Exactly.
Be happy to be around niggas. man.
Exactly.
I
Hi.
think that's why we
You know what I'm
mold and shape different pause.
Pause.
Because I
Pause
feel like
unlimited.
nigga, we've been bosses since we was young. You
Since
know
we
what I'm
was
saying?
young. Yeah, real talk. Like I said, I put as far as Get God, I had this idea since I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying?
fire.
So we was kids. You know what I'm saying? The same way we all had ideas of being bosses, and in the mix of that, like me, like to be honest, I always was like, damn, I ain't even think Get God was gonna be last this long. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yeah.
22 years after the fact, it's like people still remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Different generations remember.
That's a stamp, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie, and everything has its time to be built. You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? Like, it wasn't got just first. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You remember the times, man.
Yeah, that's a
Patriot.
fact. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
I'm taking it back. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's a big
we was
fact.
fighting amongst our own in the projects, burning flags and doing all
Type of shit.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Remember the
you know,
nigga? Yeah, that's a
They
fact.
had to come off of respect. You know what I'm saying?
And we kind of had to see the people that was disloyal as far as like
Right.
crews at that time. So we was like,
Yeah.
all right, we got to know
Niggas-
when we
niggas
start a
set
crew,
tripping.
we got to know who to, right. We got to know who to put around
Yeah.
and who to leave over there.
Absolutely.
That's kind of where the hatred came from with certain people at the time we was doing what we was doing.
Yeah, we from the H, so they gonna hate
It came from all around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's why Primo say all the time we promoted by the hate. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
That's a
we
fact.
was promoted by the hate.
That's a fact.
I don't think nobody was promoted by the hate more than we was.
We from the
You know what I'm
town
saying?
though, man. We
Right.
We from the district. Swag,
Right.
man.
All over. You know what I'm
At the
saying?
same time,
Like we
so
was
it's like-
and the thing was we was really outside.
Yeah.
Like real talk. We went to parties.
All that, man.
We went to
Shout out the web star.
I'm about to say the same thing. Shout out.
Yo, I
You know
seen
what's
Web,
funny?
seen Web 2.
Talk Primo.
Seen
Tell
that
them
nigga
no.
the other night. Where we was at the U-Bar.
Yeah, the U-Bar.
Gangsta.
Right there on 120th. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seen that nigga at the U-Bar and all that. And I seen him again. I was there another time on a Tuesday again.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
I
a
seen
fact.
the nigga again. And if I don't see him, he'll see me.
Yeah.
Webstar always been a
Always show love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he always
ain't
show
on no
love.
funny
He always
shit,
show
you know
love.
what
He
I'm
don't be on no yo. I think I'm this now. You know what I'm saying? When we saw him at the U-Bar that
I
day,
was
we took
smacked.
the flick and all that. I was smacked too.
He
You know
was
what I'm
like,
saying?
yo, your brother
Taco
trying to
Tuesday
figure it
and
out.
all
I
that
was so smacked. He like, your brother trying to figure it out because I ain't know who he was. I said, my bad. I had to let him know. I know who you are, man.
That's a
120,
fact.
129
I
days.
knew who you was on the spot. I'm like, yo, man, what up, man?
Yo, you
He like,
from Grant though, right?
nah, where from the hill?
From Convent.
From Convent.
But you know he lived in
Yeah, he
Grant.
probably
Nah, he lived in Grant for a while.
Lived in the building right there, right before we crossed the street on Amsterdam. What's that building right
Mm-hmm.
there? On GP?
13, 15.
13,
Yeah,
15.
yeah, right there. He lived in that.
And it's crazy because like Webb, like I remember going to YMCA parties, Randolph days. He used to come to Randolph. Like I always talk about the Randolph days too on previous episodes. The Randolph days, Webb used to come. You remember pause? Webb used to pull up to Randolph with the flyers.
That's a fact.
Yo, YMCA party tonight on them Fridays.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, because Randolph was a spot where all the girls was at. Y'all remember?
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember? You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Shit
know,
like that.
like I said, we ain't gonna put nothing out there, but we all had a couple Randolph memories with the ladies.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's 20 years ago. We was kids, but it's a fact. But
Gangsta.
like the way it was at that time, it was like, and then YMCA was down the block from Randolph, so it wasn't even that far, But shout out Webstar, big shout out to
Hell yeah,
Webstar.
shout out
That's
to
a fact.
You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to doing an interview with Web on it,
Oh yeah, that's happening.
like ASAP.
That's definitely gonna happen.
I'm gonna holler at him about that, get that done. You know what I mean? I got a couple more joints I want to talk to y'all about. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I want to give both of y'all flowers right now. Supreme Dream, Drominati, like real talk. Like us three, I always feel like if it wasn't for y'all, bro, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Same.
Hold on. Hear me out real quick, bro. Hear me out because you got to understand, like my come up was a little bit different because of the situation. People, right now you ain't really. They always had something to say. You know what I'm saying? It was always people had something to say, and y'all two was always the ones that always gave me the motivation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all was like, nah,
Same.
ain't nobody gonna tell you this or nobody can tell you can't do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Because you with us, nigga. I was just saying, like to say what I was saying, like Jaden, like I remember when the last came out was when Sheik was kind of the nigga.
Yeah.
To me, when Sheik was like,
Yeah.
I think Diddy might have like had a liking to Sheik in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then I remember when it just kind of switched up when Jada Kiss
You
started
Jadakiss,
becoming
because
the next
Jadakiss
nigga.
was a little more consistent
And
at
then
the time.
by the time I say when a Rough Rider ever
Styles
P just started getting, and you know what I mean,
That's
and
a
then
fact.
she kind of
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still the respect for us in the group within
Yeah,
Jada. and
yeah,
P.
absolutely, absolutely.
They respect Sheik. You know, they all respect each other. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
acting like.
And that's how I
egos
felt like.
getting bigger.
Nah,
and
that's a
all
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, girl, you finish your point.
No, that shit don't.
But at
It's
the
a
end of
small world now because our in-house producer that we used to have all day, Superb, he down with D-Block.
Yeah,
Yo,
shout
shout out, big shout out to Superb.
Shout out
Big
Superb,
shout out
man.
to Superb, bro. Ain't he running with Sheik Luch right now?
That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? Then he got a few beats that he did for Sheik Luch too.
He
On the
signed
low.
all over the
Shout out to the
album,
production.
Yo, big shout out to Superb because
Luxury Productions,
I remember we went to Superb crib to do a few songs.
And it's
I
crazy.
remember that.
I remember
he
that.
always showed us love. Superb
definitely,
always showed us love.
definitely.
You ain't ready for war and all that.
was on the
You know what I'm
album,
saying?
right,
All
right,
Come
right.
on,
We
my
went
man
to,
Chino.
yo, we
Ink
went. Shout
on
out
the
Chino
shit.
Ink, because he was the first rapper that I ever did a song with that rapped in Spanish.
That's a
Shout out
fact.
my boy
You know
Chino,
what I mean?
man.
And I'm trying to get my boy Sanchez. You know my boy Sanchez from the block.
Top of the block.
You
Shout
know,
out top of the block.
Shout out my boy Sanchez.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Sanchez to really be involved in the movement for the Get Guy situation that we doing. You know, broke billionaires. You know the family tree that we got going on.
Yeah.
But he do the Spanish. He remind me of Chino when he.
Oh, yeah?
He do his music, so I be like, yo, I
Fire.
want to put you on. I want to bring you, introduce you to the family.
Yeah.
And he was actually supposed to pull up to the for the video. I'm not them, I'm him. We all was there, you know what I'm saying? And we was gonna do a record with us three. But you know, we got family situation, you know, kids, this, that, and the third. So one thing about me, I'm very understanding.
Yeah.
Before I go, yo, bro, you fucking up an opportunity for yourself, bro.
Absolutely.
I understand, you know, because I don't have no kids.
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out to both of y'all. Y'all both fathers. Great fathers at that.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you, bro.
I gotta get y'all flowers with that too.
Appreciate
Because
you, bro.
fathers is very important. Ain't too many fathers that's really being fathers around here no more.
like that.
So
a
at the end of the
fact.
day, I gotta give y'all
nigga
flowers
man,
on that.
man.
So, that's Sanchez was, handling that at the time. But I love to give people opportunity.
Yeah.
To at least put themselves out there, get a good record out, and motivate yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all it was about for us with Sanchez. So but I still Sanchez. I still got you, bro. Like it ain't over. It ain't the end. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see you in a
Man,
minute.
shout out to all the producers, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the producers, man. Yeah,
my
shout them
man
all
Notes
out, man.
made it happen with my man Perb too, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Crazy,
I want you know what's crazy, Joe? I wanted to get in that shout out Crazy 730. I ain't seen him in a minute, but
That's my
Notes did the first album for us, as far as Removement. You know what I mean? Which you on as well. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you put us on with Notes. You was always the one, even before we worked on our first album. You was the one that gave us Notes instrumentals and was like, yo, write to this and do this.
And-
Even though I don't fuck with my boy like that.
I say Dub Diamonds too. That's a fact.
That's a
I'm about to
fact.
say
Shout
that.
out
You know
Dub
what I'm
Diamonds.
saying?
You know,
I ain't
shout out
seen
Dub
him in a
Diamonds. I
long
ain't seen him in a
time,
minute,
yeah.
but it's always love. You know what I'm saying? Because Dub Diamonds
big, I still
definitely
got love for
was a big part of us doing our first album.
It was Notes and Dub Diamonds.
Yeah, it was Notes, Dub Diamonds. We got a
Some just
couple
some radar.
radar joints. Shout out Radar. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Radar. Shout out the Illusions. You know, shout out Mike Major.
That's
You
a
was
fact.
actually
Shout
on the
out
record
Mage.
with us. I'm not them, I'm him. You know what I mean? Shout.
Yeah, that's right.
It's love.
Fire too. That
It's
video,
love.
me.
But real quick, in the comment section, let me know what I feel about, show love to Barry B, show love to Dougie Fresh, the Get Fresh crew,
Absolutely.
show love to Untouchables. You know what I'm saying? Our story, our history is real, and I got a quote. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell us when we telling lies.
Yo, we
because-
got to get up with Dougie Kids too, man. They opened up a donut shop and all that. You remember
word?
Square
I heard
Off?
about that, yeah.
Trips,
Word?
Slim
I heard it's
Ball.
alright, too.
Yeah.
I gotta go over, nigga.
Yeah, we gonna
nigga,
pull up on
nigga,
it.
I'm home. Pause.
Shout out to
Pause.
Trips.
I'm like
Pause.
Homer Simpson when it come to donuts, bro. I love
Yo,
donuts.
but they
bro.
doing some ill shit. My man Trips, he thought of the joint.
They got
donut,
infused?
a
They got
glaze-
infused donuts?
A
Nah.
glazed pause. A glazed
That was
donut
crazy.
with fried shrimps and all type
What
of
the
shit on it.
fuck?
He's doing some other shit.
All right, I might have to go over there. That's in Harlem?
That's in Harlem.
I might have to check that shit out. Be real
It's
talk.
right
you know
across
what I
the
mean?
street from where Math Hoffa used to shoot.
Oh,
at the barbershop.
where he did the his podcast at.
Well, he moved it. But
Oh, okay.
It was in Harlem.
Well, I we
the Brooklyn
yeah,
niggas
definitely.
was in
Shout
Harlem,
out, shout out, Mav Hoffa. My expert opinion. That's shout out Mav Hoffa. You know, like I said, I'm an upcoming podcaster doing what I'm doing. So I kind of gotta pave, I gotta give my flowers to the ones who's before me, cause like I said, I'm at the bottom of the ranking.
Man, shout out to D.
We climbing up the ladder.
I feel like he started
Start
that.
somewhere. Man.
And that's just my opinion.
Hey, yo, big shout out. Yeah. Yo, hold on. Big shout out DWI. He in the building. He chilling, doing his thing. Give a big salute to DWI. He's here.
Legend.
You know what I'm saying? That's a legend right there.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I knew he was here, I was a little nervous. It may not feel like it. Pause. It may not feel like I'm nervous because I'm on my. This is, what I'm saying, I've been doing, but I'm a little shaky. Like
they go to
that.
face. They go to face.
Right,
you gotta put the face to the
there
name.
you
You
go,
heard?
right there. Now this is the beer right here.
Yeah.
This is the beer right
That's
here.
one
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
originators right there. You heard?
That is the originator right there. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
a
I
whole
said,
fact.
what
you
I do
heard?
on this show is we give people their flowers.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
And at the end of the day, you gotta give people their flowers to the ones who was here before you.
Right, it's
Absolutely.
only right.
It's only
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's the
hell
best
yeah.
thing to do. You know what I mean, Primo? You already know. That's why I gave y'all flowers, because at the end of the day, you and Dro, y'all was lit. Especially you, Preem.
Yeah.
I'ma always say this shit, bro,
hell yeah.
because you was lit, bro. I remember watching y'all. We was kids. I remember watching you lit first, and then I remember watching you lit second. And I always played my ground and said, that's why I said I knew your rhymes. And I knew your rhymes.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the
same.
day, it was
I
like,
knew both of y'all.
yeah, that's a fact. Because I always knew one day it's going to be me and it's going to shock everybody.
And it's going to be up once it was you. That's what
And
I
it was crazy because once it was me, it was the movement behind it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Once the movement came, it was like, all right, get got. Yeah, this is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to say it again. I didn't think 22 years later,
Right.
people will remember, people will love us, people will respect it, and people will support it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, and that's why I'ma always feel like that we definitely gonna have our time where we gonna be super legends to the world, because
that's a fact.
At the end of the day,
Whole fact.
if my favorite rapper that I listen to could rap on beats that we came up with, producers we came up with, and mold to rap with our favorite rappers, that's amazing.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hello. You know
Hello.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo,
So I already know.
Preem, yo, Dro. Always had a theory, right? Remember when we lived in the building, right? I always had this theory, bro. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Remember we used to go, I was thinking it was the 19th floor, 20th, whatever floor it was. Remember Kaz?
Kaz, yeah, Kaz.
Yo,
that was
Swiss
when they
Beats.
had the Swiss Beats.
I thought he was
And I
Swiss
met
Beats.
Swiss Beats
No,
Pop.
hold on. I'm glad you said that, God,
Yeah.
because I thought that was Swiss. Remember, he looked just
Yeah,
like
he
him.
looked
Remember,
just like Swiss. Yeah.
And-
Damn near.
Yeah,
whole
I know you
swag,
want to talk
man.
into
Yeah, I mean-
no, because it's crazy. Because remember, we used to be up there every day,
Hell yeah.
listening to beats.
Hell
He's
yeah.
the one that put us on the Beanie Siegel.
That's a fact.
I don't know if that was Swiss, but I remember when I forgot what album it was. And Swiss name wasn't Swiss though. It was
It was something else.
Kaz something.
It was Kaz.
Kasim.
It was
Remember?
Kasim. There you go.
His
Look,
name,
look,
no,
look.
the dude name. Remember his name that we used to go to. We used to go to the crib every day. His name was Kaz.
Kaz.
That's crazy. Yup.
So I don't know if that was Swiss Beats.
I don't know if that was
Living on
him.
Projects.
brother or something.
Right,
I should've
right.
asked his
That's a
father.
fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I
that
seeing his father at the row. He be going to the
But I remember
row.
Swiss Beats saying he used to live in Harlem.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I have to say it live on the show. This is the reason why this is an untouchable interview,
Yeah.
because it's so much situations that happen as far as us three, and we used to really be pulling up,
Yeah. Shout
going
out
up
to Alicia
there.
Keys too. Man.
Yeah, shout out Alicia
That
Keys,
was in
bro.
her Christmas video. You heard?
That's a fact. That's a fact. We definitely was in the Christmas video.
Yeah, with
Shout
Keke
out Alicia
Palmer and
Keys.
all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Shout out Alicia Keys. Definitely big shout out Alicia Keys. You know what I mean?
Boy.
That's what's bro. That's what's up. I'm glad y'all remember that though,
Yeah,
because
I will
I always
always
tell.
remember
Now
that.
you know what it is. I always tell y'all all the time. I got elephant memory. That's why I'm on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Because
You gonna see
I
the
remember
podcast
everything.
and pop out the woodwork like, yo,
And that's going
what
great.
up?
Right. And I'm a definitely hashtag Swiss Beats. Yeah, listen, Rough Riders and all that, because we talked about that on the previous episode too with me, you, and Notes, the far as the Rough Rider situations. And in me personally, I always do I'm like a head coach. I always go, you here? We're going to talk about this because we got personal experiences with those situations. So that way we could go, this really happened. Tell me when I'm telling lies. And respectfully, I'm outside. Ain't nobody tell me I'm lying yet.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you're not going to tell me I'm lying.
Yo, first of all, I mean, you more in tune to the streets still to this day. It's certain people that was in tune to the streets a long time ago that's not 100% now. And they be like, yo, they capping.
But
just to have something to say and be hating.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, Preem.
But it's
like,
sad because
they're not going to tell me to my face
it's
I'm
sad
capping.
because our culture do that to each other.
That's
though.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But the thing is, they ain't tell me to my face I'm capping.
right.
Now
right,
one person told me I'm capping in my face.
Plus, we know how to deal with it. We from the town where nigga gonna hate first.
I could deal with whatever. You know, I could deal with whatever. Like I
I
said,
watch niggas hate with chicks first. Before
I
they
was
hated
just about
on
to
the
say
back.
that, bro. No, I watch like the thing I'm going through. I'm watching chicks hate right now because
Wow, gangster.
chicks is hating because of the fact that
Oh, you ain't
I'm with somebody. You know what I mean? The piece. I'm with my piece, and the ones I leave alone, they be hating. And I always, to quote that, shout out French and Fab, and when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. So
They don't work. They
like,
start telling lies.
that's a whole fact. So I be on my Jay-Z shit, bro. I don't even respond. I'm too big to respond.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit
I'm,
like that.
real talk. I'm too big to respond. You know what I'm saying? Pause unlimited. But at the end of the day, like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not even gonna entertain the dumb shit that you be on. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But we come from the hood of rappers, man. Legendary rappers, man. You know what I mean?
Legendary rapper.
Whoa, shout out to my nigga Fugaloo.
Yeah, shout out Fuki,
Shout out
bro.
to Foogie,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Shout out
with that
Free.
nigga not too long.
Shout out to Mo Crizza, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out E Nasty.
E-Nas.
Right.
Real fact. You know what? You know I want to give a shout out to when I ain't see in a minute.
Who that?
Shout out my boy Soup Black.
Soup Black.
He was
That's
one of
my
them
boy.
spitters.
That's my
Soup
nigga.
Black was one of
Yeah,
them
we was there.
spitters.
He was there.
That's
with
my
Iron
nigga. He
Clan.
already be showing me
That's
mad
a whole
love,
fact.
too.
Soup
My man
Black was one of them
Computer.
spitters. I ain't see him in a minute.
Eyes.
But yeah, definitely shout out Blue Eyes and but Soup Black on a low.
Yeah.
He was one of them spitters. Like, and at the end of the
man,
day,
Soup Black was
I would
fire.
love to get him on this show so he could
Hell
talk
yeah,
his
hell
talk.
Yeah, I gotta find him, man.
That'd be fucking
That
love
would be
right
a
there,
legendary
B.
interview
Yeah,
right
that'd
there.
be fire.
That would definitely be fire. You know what I'm
Remember
saying?
he was at the museum joint on 25th
Oh, word?
last time I see it.
Oh, on Fifth Avenue.
Wow.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, yo. See, you see things like this interview, this was an untouchable interview.
That's a fact.
Like, real talk. Like,
And we ain't even go into deep.
Yeah,
we ain't even
niggas
get
is-
into the MOS days, man.
oh,
When we was pressing
shit.
up the CDs and all
We can
that.
get into that right
Shout
now.
out to DJ
we can get into that right
too.
now because at the end of the day, like, this is an untouchable interview.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know
fact.
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we can get into that where at the end of the day, Dro had Mr. Entrepreneur MOS CD
MOS
days.
days, nigga.
Me and Primo, we had
It
the
was like the
removement.
first niggas dropping mixtapes with like
Real talk.
20, 30
Real talk.
songs, nigga.
That's a fact. The
that's a
121st
fact.
Street, that's a
Come on.
fact. The
He a
121st
legend.
Street, that's a
DWI,
fact.
though. You know
Right.
what time it
Yeah,
is.
when you said that, I said, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
What time it is?
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Like I said, I ain't gonna bring no names up. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? Boom. One of my mans, he put an album out. And he went to MOS, right?
Fire.
And he copied CDs. And I remember what you told me about that CD time. Yo, Rex, don't play that shit like that because the CD gonna scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my boy, I don't know if he was playing the CD like that or if he had a scratch CD. That was, but at this time, you remember you telling me.
I know you're talking about.
I
That's
remember you
crazy.
telling me, like, yo, the CD that you got, if you give that CD to them, every CD is gonna sound like that.
That's a whole fact.
I remember you telling me that
yeah.
at that time.
Hell yeah.
That's why I played. I didn't remember. I played the Movement one time. We was on the block at that one time we played it, and then I let the CD sit.
That's a
So
fact.
that way the CD could stay crispy.
Crispy, yup.
You know what I mean?
In a
I
room
remember,
full of bosses.
like I said, I remember the advice you always gave me, God.
Yeah.
You said, yo, bro.
Nah, but I'm
don't let
proud
that
of y'all,
CD
man.
scratch, bro.
I remember
y'all
that.
flowers too, B. Cause man, y'all really bosses. Y'all bossed up. Y'all did what y'all had to do all the time, man.
fact.
No matter what, you heard?
Real talk.
No matter what.
Wasn't waiting for niggas to do nothing, man.
Nothing.
We
Real
going to
talk.
the studio.
Real talk.
Nothing.
We putting this music out. As long as we
Nigga,
got
it
some
was
beats.
times y'all called me out to the studio.
Nah,
1,000
fuck the
times,
bullshit.
you know what
It's
I
to the
mean?
point where we ain't even wait for Dro because
That's
at
a
the
fact.
time,
That's a
at
fact.
this time where Dro was really outside,
Yeah, I was trying to.
where we like at the time we was on the block doing building the movement, but Dro was the one outside linking
fact.
up, meeting people, and I'm gonna give you your flowers too. That first show we did.
Woo, mixed grind.
Damn,
Right.
man. Shout
Nah.
RIP DJ Megatron, man.
Megatron. Wow.
R.I.P. Megatron and R.I.P. Maserati Fox because Maserati Fox was
That's
there
a
as
fact.
well.
Yo, R.I.P. my man Justo with the first
That's a
independent
fact.
awards show. Yo,
That's a fact.
Shit like
But
that.
let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the story about that day before we wrap up. Before we wrap up the interview, we give our shout outs and all that. Remember that day we all was there, right, Primo? And I had everybody there with me that was supposed to perform. Remember, you told me, yo, Rex, keep everybody close to you, bro, because I'm gonna be there. We're gonna perform tonight.
Right.
And it was the whole squad was on some. Yo, Dro not making it. Dro not gonna pull up. He ain't gonna be there for us. He ain't gonna do this. And it was the negative energy was so crazy to the point where
Damn.
I was on some like, bro, what the fuck, bro? And then remember when you pulled up? Nah, we gonna talk about this live. You know what I'm saying? Remember when you pulled up, right? And then shout out my boy Focus. You know what I'm saying? But remember, Focus
Yes, sir.
Focus was kind of more.
that footage.
He was kind of more of Mo Cream's artist than it was you.
Yeah.
But he was ski mask at the time.
yeah.
When we was ski mask, you was ski mask. We was doing the get got the ski mask away
Yeah,
thing.
we was got
You know what I'm saying?
all day.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember Focus was saying, yo, I don't know where he at, Mo at, and Dro got on his wreck shit that night.
I remember that.
Big
And
fact.
Dro spazzed. And I never really heard Dro spaz in a minute. And he was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm doing, bro? You know what I'm doing for niggas right now? And as far as putting niggas on and the connections, and you know how many people you gonna meet tonight? I already knew what it was because I know Dro.
Shit,
you know
shout
what I
out to
mean?
Bang Bang Boogie. They was in the spot.
We actually-
My song had just came home.
yeah.
He just came home. Yo,
It's
remember-
crazy. Shout out to
remember-
Bang Bang Boogie. I recorded a song with them niggas too, man.
That's a fact. Remember, I shout out Mix Grind TV because
Shout out him too.
us
I
three,
saw him
we
too.
rap. Yeah, we rapped that night. We performed. Remember, we killed that performance.
Remember,
I got the
remember
footage.
it
The
was.
footage is still up.
Remember it was dead. That like the show, the spot was
that
dead.
shit was dead the whole time.
and
Yep.
then when we performed,
That shit was
shit got
lit.
live.
we performed. It was live, and then we left.
Yup.
We went to go smoke outside and all that. Yeah.
That's when the
That's a
mixed,
fact.
that's when the mixed grind nigga came up
This
to
is
us.
Yo, remember
and this
before-
is DVD era.
DVD
before
era.
DVD era
That's
really
a
started,
fact,
nigga.
God.
Right.
We was the DVD
We was
era,
in DVD.
nigga.
Talk to him,
Come
God.
on, man. We done did Bland
Talk
DVD,
to him, God.
Shay Davis,
Cocaine
I-
Cities and
Come
all
on,
that.
man.
Shout out Shay Davis. Shout out
Cocaine-
Doc.
I was on the first
Yo.
Cocaine City rep.
That's
for
a
the
fact,
niggas.
God.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
Come
Yo,
on, man.
I remember one. I remember. Yo, Primo, you probably remember. Remember we was on the hood, and the police locked me up for having a Bluntville.
Oh, wow.
And I came home, and Dro was like, "Yo, we doing a 106 in Park show tonight." I was fresh out.
I remember.
106 in
Nigga
Park,
showered,
nigga.
changed his clothes,
Did
and went to
that too.
106 in Park, fresh home.
Oh,
So like, yo, come over. And that's when I met. Shout out Shay Davis. Shout out Dot Myers.
Doc Myers,
Because I met
That's the
them that
first
night.
OTF.
I met them
Right,
that
right.
night. You know what I'm saying? You know, you was doing your 1-2 with a little 1-2. But that night, Dro was like, nah, bro, you just came out, bro. Pull up. And I was like, I'm out, bro. We out. Because I just came out. I'm like, I need something. I need something
That's a
to
fact.
get my mind off of what I just went through sleeping in the cell and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
like that was like this is why I say I always give people their flowers. Like, you know what I mean? Because you had people, niggas know you, bro. Like, people, you know what I mean? Don't get it. People get it fucked up and
Niggas
twisted.
know us.
And they get it twisted and
They
fucked
know
up.
me. They know y'all. They know.
100.
They know y'all. They know me.
That's
you know?
100. That's 100.
All
That's
day,
100,
you know?
bro. I salute that. You know what I'm saying? I salute that. You know what I'm saying? All right, listen. We're going to wrap it up. Pause. Pause unlimited, you know. But anybody y'all want to shout outs to in particular? Pause.
Everybody,
You know what I'm saying?
You already know,
everybody
man.
that fuck with me and everybody I fucks with.
Shit like that. Shout out to the Sevens, man. Shout out to Top of the Block. You know
I don't
what
want to
mean?
miss a name.
Shout out to ATM.
Shout out to ATM, man. Big shout out to ATM.
Yeah, ATM, BFD,
Absolutely.
Shit like
fucking
that.
Avion gang,
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
fucking Molly Goons.
Shout out to Molly Goons.
Shout out to
Can't
Happy.
forget the Molly
Shout out to
Goons.
Happy Smiley
Get
Letters,
got.
man.
Shout out Happy
Top of
Smiley
the
Letters.
block.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
GP Grant Project.
Yo,
Shit like that.
before I go off the air, I want to get something off my chest for some get got shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that reach out to Primo.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get on the show
Right.
as far as get got, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm the boss, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Talk your shit.
you can't like. I don't mind people getting on the show. I don't mind, but my question is to all of y'all: the Spade, Renegade Spades, the ODs, Overdose. You know what I'm saying?
I love y'all niggas.
Don't worry about Red. You good? Now we love y'all, but we gonna ask the question on this platform right now. Like, what's up? Where y'all at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a podcast, we got the platform, we got the music going on. We don't see y'all. The support is not really where it need to be.
Right.
Don't get it fucked up like y'all day ones. Don't act like y'all ain't like y'all ain't helped build this foundation up with us, bro.
That's a fact.
And this is
Shout
my
out
problem.
to y'all.
Like, especially like Renegade. Come on, Renegade. Like, we don't see you. You don't communicate. You don't call. You don't reach out.
Yeah.
So
You know life be lifing, but
Nah. Let me
be
speak my.
life is.
I respect that.
Shit like
I
that.
respect that. No. I understand all of that. But when it's years, when we don't hear from y'all,
Yeah.
and I gotta really sit on my platform and go, yo, bro, where y'all at, bro? Y'all acting like y'all not day ones, get
Yeah.
like sevens,
Yeah.
OD, overdose.
You living a beautiful
You know what
life.
I'm saying?
too. I
Shout,
see it's-
not OD, you know, you
Shout
got a
out to him and
family
his
man, you
family,
doing
his
this,
kids
shout out
and
to
all
family and all that. You know, Red, like Red, you already know you good. I'm gonna say it on my show, Red. I mean, I don't know how you may feel about that, but you like kind of like the Tony Yayo. You always been the loyalist. You always been around. You always been around. You always communicate. You always did that.
I remember when he used to be like, yo, they said I look like Jewels.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, now, you know what it is? I'm gonna let Red tell the story too. When you said the Jewel situation, I remember a girl walked up bad. Walked up to Red and said, you look like Jewels. Rubbed his face and Red froze. We're gonna talk, Red, we're gonna talk about that when
When
you
you
pull up
get
to the
here. How
episode,
about
man.
that?
We're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be a 7 South interview.
I remember that day
You know
too.
what I'm
That shit
saying?
was
we
funny
was
as hell.
there. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
fact.
But like the moral is Spade, OD,
You just gotta pull up, man.
pull up, communicate, bro. Holla at us, bro.
Right.
Communicate, bro. You know bro. It's gonna be the episode gonna be up, bro.
Rex on his bullshit. He calling.
I'm on
niggas
my
out.
shit, bro. Because at the end of the day, I gotta keep it a buck. Cause I don't see them niggas. They ain't been around. They don't call. You know, they ain't reaching out, but we still doing what we doing.
Yeah, it's love. It's
And they the ones that started, they helped us build this get got situation that we got going
all
on.
day. That's love. That's
Free my nigga Fluff, man.
Yeah, free Fluff, man. Fluff was kind of, Fluff was the first person we put down on the block.
Well, shout out to Ant Live, Mo Hicks, man.
Yeah, I
Street
want to get,
Stacks.
shout out
You know
and
what I'm
Live
saying?
Mo Hicks. I'm gonna get them on the show too,
Shout
man.
out.
Free my nigga Bam, man.
Yeah, free band, man. You know what I'm saying? Free
Shout
the
out
whole,
to them niggas.
free the whole, free the real, man. Free 3 Stacks, man. You know
Shit
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Rest in peace to Chicken.
wow.
R.I.P.
Real
the
talk.
chicken.
Rest
man.
in peace to Chicken. Big rest in peace to Chicken. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
small story. Yo, crazy shit is they mother live in Notes building.
Yeah, Notes told me that shit. Notes, I already
That's
know.
crazy.
I ain't gonna do all, but Notes told me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he
what's
was,
up.
yeah, he was like,
told
we
me,
could do an
yeah.
interview and all that. But
Oh, no, we could definitely do an interview.
Do it on behalf of, if we get the okay from Bam.
Listen. I'm gonna say it right now on this platform right here. You know what I'm saying? Bam, Chicken, y'all family. I could definitely
All
come on my
day.
platform. I'm from the block. We from the block. Forever. We original Grant. We original from the block. And that would be a great interview for y'all to tell y'all story, because I knew Chicken, rest in peace. I knew Bam. I remember when it was turned up the way it was turned up, and we used to try to talk to them and tell them situations, but we knew it was bigger.
Yeah, I definitely hollered at that nigga
It
Bam.
was crazy.
I
Like,
got videos. They throwing up, get got. You know?
that's a fact.
Shit
And
like
you
that.
know what's crazy? When I get Mo Hicks on the show, I want to talk about how actually, you know, how he did the song with y'all.
That 3 Stack shit
Big
was
time.
nigga. I was my idea. Not that, but I told them niggas
Oh yeah,
start your own
Grant.
crew, man. Like that niggas going to be
He ain't
grown.
lying.
Y'all gonna be grown men.
He ain't lying.
Y'all
And
ain't
we was
gonna
about- yeah.
y'all ain't gonna be just under the 7 all day. Like that's not how we teach niggas to be bosses. And
That's a fact.
still to this day,
That's
like,
100.
you know,
That's
like I said, my nigga Mo Hicks is home. I ain't seen him yet, but I gotta holler at him.
Yeah, I've been seeing Mo Hicks. Like, I've been trying to get Mo Hicks on the show for a minute, but the thing is, I think Ant Live, he wants to bring Ant Live with him too.
I know how that go.
And I want them both to be there, because they was the first youth.
You know, and
that
live a
we put
little.
on.
You know, he in the Matrix. You know, what
Nah,
I'm saying? He lost his
Nah, I know.
My condolences to my nigga.
My condolences to Ant Live. You know what I'm saying? You know, stay strong, and we support you 100% from the Get God family. You know, anything you need, we got you, bro. You know, at the end of the
Little
day.
brother, I love you, nigga.
Cause we was always family since day one, since they was all kids. Shout out Cortland too, man. You know, shout
That's
out
a fact.
Cortland.
Shout out
I always
Cortland.
see Cortland.
Shout out my nigga Gotti, man. We
Yeah,
we had a good conversation about, you know what
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out Gotti, shout out G Time, man. I want to get him on the show. You know, I want to get him on the show. You know, I want to do a few segments with him, as far as The Wire and, you know, other situations like that.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know
that'd
what I'm
be
saying?
that's
So
fine.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool. I actually wanted to. I was hollering at. I tried to reach out to D'Angelo from The Wire, Larry Gillard Jr. and all. I wanted to. I'm reaching out to him.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's coming.
But I'm saying I'm only speaking on it now because it's live. You know what I'm saying? So I actually reach out to him. So
Shout out to Trey Chaney, man. That's my boy, man.
shout him out. Yeah, shout out the whole Wire cast. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Daniels, and you know, like that was one of my favorite characters on the show. But we're gonna get into all that when we kind of next episodes and all that. But
Big facts.
I love y'all. Drominati, Supreme Dream,
Yo,
Yeah.
you already
Ungang,
know.
yes,
the
sir.
number one gang,
Yeah,
Get Guy Records. You know what I'm
Forever,
saying?
man.
know the count. Man.
Right,
Let's
forever
make him
Get Guy.
proud with the new album, man.
We're gonna make them proud. Oh yeah, still untouchable. We're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Still
get to that.
untouchable.
Still
Nigga.
untouchable,
like
baby.
that.
I ain't
Mob
gonna
Boys,
lie.
that shit gotta be some nice
Yeah.
cover. That gotta be a nice cover.
It definitely
Still
gotta be a nice
Untouchable?
cover there.
Nah, we gotta make I ain't gonna lie, with the album, we need a movie with.
Little
Shit like that.
documentary or something, like, right?
we need a
Yeah, still
movie with it.
untouchable documentary.
Yo, another thing, you remember when we was up there, when we first went to Disney World and all that? I feel like we took our first album picture.
we had the cowboy
Yeah,
drinks
we
and
had
all
the
that.
shot.
They say your grandma still got the pic.
I
Man.
think she
If she
do.
got- yo, if she got that-
Yo,
Just
if she got those,
that'd be the
if she
album
got
cover,
those
man.
pics, that'd be a good album
I
cover.
think she
I
got
kept
like
it for as
two
long
of
as I could keep it.
That's all we need. We probably need one
Two
with two
of
is
them.
better.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
gonna take
saying?
a picture of it and then we can blow that shit up.
Shit
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
shout out, definitely shout out Joe
Well,
Benatti Grandma.
I ain't gonna lie. When
Shout out Arlie.
when we do the album this time, though, we gonna do a book.
Oh, all right.
Even if it's online, it'll be a slideshow.
So let's
book.
do that.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
do that. Like I said, this album was long overdue. Like, so at the end of the day, we got to make it a movie.
Come on, man. This
That's a
shit gonna
fact.
be
That's a
crazy.
fact.
We
bro.
got to make it a
And
movie.
it's crazy because we started one,
Yeah.
but that shit spread it out on our albums. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, we still got a few songs
Yeah.
that's in the vault.
Gangsta,
We got a few
gangsta.
songs that's in the vault.
Yeah,
But now
man.
we just got to just keep
That's
working
what
on new
I
joints.
think we should just try to make sure. So I don't want to use. I just want to use all of in-house beats from within us.
Yeah.
definitely. We
Everything
definitely doing
take
that.
notes, everything G best, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah,
You know,
hell yeah.
everything Radar, you know. We got to holla at Radar, really get him in the loop more. a little bit, too.
Yeah.
That's why I want to
fact.
get Radar on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
we
we
got
got-
get them
yeah,
on the
yeah,
show.
definitely.
But, you know, we really going to make that happen, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, Untouchables is in the building. This
Yes,
is
sir.
an Untouchable
The
interview.
ungang, the number
Number
one gang.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Dream, Drominati.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Happy smiley letters. You know, I love y'all. I love all my viewers. And in the comment
Absolutely.
section, once again, let us know how you feel about Dougie Fresh, about the storyline of Untouchables, and how you feel about Webstar and everybody else, and the love that, you know, the hate, even the hate. Even us being promoted by the hate.
That's a fact.
2 guys, 4 eyes. You heard?
2 guys, 4 eyes, baby.
Yes,
and
sir.
you know the slogan. See it before you do it. See it, then you do it.
Yes, sir.
You
You
heard?
already know. Out of here. To the
Outta
next
here.
one.
Yeah.